far from Sainz, you know. He's on that last lap, he was about the same lap time. There's 1.3 seconds between them. I think it'll be a tough ask for him to get up in the fight with Sainz, but the AlphaTauri, both of them qualified outside of the top 10, 13th and 14th, I think they were, or 12th and 13th, I should say, on the grid. And Gasly's had a nice little race here today.
Yeah, good drive from Pierre Gasly up into 6th from 12th on the grid. We have had many dropouts from in front of him. Norris, Albon, Ocon and Bottas all were ahead, which would mean Gasly would be fighting for 10th if they were all still in the race. So there is that, but he is on the track still, and he's in 6th, looking like he's going to pick up another good haul of points. And he's had some nice scraps along the way, hasn't he?
So Daniel Ricciardo running in 3rd place in the Renault. Magnussen couldn't do it. Hülkenberg couldn't do it. Palmer couldn't do it. Is Ricciardo now going to secure Renault's first podium on their return to Formula One? Jenny.
And does that mean that Cyril Abiteboul, the team principal, is going to have to get a tattoo, ostensibly of Daniel Ricciardo's choosing, where he wants it put? Who knows? That's what the threat was, and that's what the promise was for Ricciardo. Just a note on Romain Grosjean, left out on those hard tyres, doing a cracking job. He's last in the championship at the moment, looking for points, and at the moment he's in a point-paying position.
Yeah, he lost 2 places straight away off the restart, but has managed to sort of hold station in 9th place ahead of Giovinazzi at the moment. If I'm Cyril Abiteboul, I'm saying, no. This was a one-time thing. It was very specifically at Monza or wherever it was. Like, you can't just be sitting there waiting, knowing that you're going to get a tattoo whenever Renault get a podium, in whatever circumstance. It felt like a one-time deal. That's, if I'm Abiteboul, that's my defence.
You're not a man of your word?
No, I'm a man of my word, but
snaking out of some wages.
No, because you have to, there's got to be some kind of, so if Renault...
Okay, retire the car, I think. Box.
Stay out, Danny, stay out.
I thought the wager was, if Ricciardo gets a podium this year, Cyril's getting a tattoo.
Okay.
With 2 laps out, Ricciardo's getting a podium.
Cyril's getting a tattoo.
If he's a man of his word. Unlike
Is he a man of his word, Jolyon Palmer?
Unlike Jack Nicholls.
That 59 of 60, Hamilton onto the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. 3.7 seconds clear of Max Verstappen in 2nd place. Ricciardo's in 3rd, Perez in 4th, still chipping away a little bit as they start the penultimate lap, but the gap's still just over the DRS range of 1.2 seconds. Carlos Sainz is running in 5th, Pierre Gasly in 6th position, again 1.3 seconds back. Leclerc is getting closed in a little by Nico Hülkenberg. Grosjean 9th, 10th for Giovinazzi. Vettel, Raikkonen, Magnussen, Latifi and Kvyat at the top 15.
Same lap time as Perez, gap is 1.3.
Okay, I'm good with radio silence now.
Copy that.
Through the hairpin right-hander, I should say, at the bottom of the circuit at turn 7. And we've had an entertaining race. I've quite enjoyed this one. There's been stuff going on the whole time, hasn't there? We were kind of robbed with that first virtual safety car, any kind of fight for victory ultimately. Verstappen will gain another 18 points and remain 3rd in the championship. This is a kind of classic Verstappen race, isn't it? He sort of gets the most out of it. Not really much more he could have done. Good job, but nothing to report, almost.
Yeah, it's just that tantalisingly close to the pace of the Mercedes, but missing a couple of tenths every lap for about 60 laps, and he's winding up 5 seconds back from Hamilton right now. Good drive on the whole. Another quiet one, though, for him, ultimately.
One more lap.
Is this the final lap or not?
Yes. This is the final lap. You're on the final lap.
His teammate Valtteri Bottas started on pole position. Hamilton got the better start, but Bottas overtook him into turn 2, and from then on it looked like it was Bottas's to lose, and lose it he did. A big lockup coming into the first corner allowed Hamilton to retake the lead. Then he ran into mechanical dramas attired from this Grand Prix. Hamilton has the fastest lap of the race at the moment, and Jolyon Palmer, this will give him a 70-point lead at the top of the championship. So many times his lead has seemed insurmountable, but surely with 25 points for a win, a 70-point margin is ginormous.
Oh, it was insurmountable about 2 months ago, Jack, but this is going to be even more the case. I'll tell you what, Verstappen's trying to beat his fastest lap on the last lap, which would chip away 1 point to that 70-point lead. But it's been a good drive from Hamilton. Safety car effective, things went his way, and ultimately Bottas's mistake was what gifted Hamilton the lead he's never looked back from.
So he's about to equal the record of Michael Schumacher. 91 Grand Prix victories is the most any Formula One driver has had, and at Schumacher's home race in Germany, Hamilton is out across the line to match that record, to win for the 91st time in Formula One, to win again in 2020, and surely put one hand on a 7th Formula One world title. Great drive from Hamilton. Verstappen across the line in second, and Daniel Ricciardo for Renault in third place takes their first podium finish since their return to Formula One back in 2016. Lewis Hamilton takes the win, Verstappen second. A huge lead now at the top of the championship for Hamilton, and he's just one win away from becoming the most successful Formula One driver in terms of wins of all time. And if he wins the 7th world title, he'll of course draw level with Michael Schumacher there as well. We are watching a man become the greatest Formula One driver in the history of motorsport. Good drive today from Hamilton, but it's one of those where not he didn't deserve to win it, but things had to go his way because Bottas was looking strong.
But it was the pressure he put on Bottas that made him crack. Bottas did a great job at the start.